All right, guys, it's Tyler Ryan. This is Columbiapedia, everything Columbia from A to Z. You got me for the letter E. You know, the Elmwood neighborhood is a great little spot. I've got a lot of friends who live there. It's such an up-and-coming, family-friendly little spot. You know, Elmwood is a classic Columbia place. You know, it meant something way back in the day, and it's just one of those areas that, like a lot of Columbia, is seeing a renaissance, is seeing this, you know, hey, this is perfect for families and fun, and shops are going in, and it's a great place to live. All right, so Body, I gotta be honest, I mean, I am a New Englander, don't hate me for that, but Body, that's one of those ones I'm gonna put in the vernacular for later use, but I'm assuming it is, you know, you and me, right? We're Body? You know, when I first got here to town, Irwood Park was one of those places I got into. I played kickball and softball. I love that area. The Frisbee golf is there. It's just such a great little spot to get out. You got to get exercise. Of course, it's connected to, you know, the Irwood community, but it's such a cool spot to do that. Play some ultimate Frisbee, play some softball, and I'll tell you what, I'll beat you at a Frisbee golf in one. What's that called? You know, you just chuck it, you put it in. You're on. So Epworth Children's Home, I had the opportunity when I worked at Watch Fox a few years ago to meet Pastor Ken. He was the poster child for Epworth Children's Home. It's out on Millwood. You may not know where it is, you probably heard about it, but it is the quintessential place to go for children to find peace, safety, education. I love this place, their mission. They've been here for 150 years, forever, I guess we'll call it that. But that place is such an awesome agency, I guess you could say, but a place to protect children. And that really is a very important thing. We got to protect our kids. And if for some reason they need that, Epworth Children's Home really is such a cool place. Ask Pastor Ken, look it up, you'll see. So Adventure, let me say this. I mean, I guess it's a children's museum, but they don't put an age on how much fun you can have there. There is so much cool stuff to see at Adventure. I have fought fires. I have been a scientist. I've climbed inside Eddie, the giant boy. I think he's the world's giant boy, actually. But either way, I've brought my nieces there, my brother, when he came to town. They had such a good time. They do a lot of great stuff. If you've not checked out Adventure, again, it doesn't have to be the Children's Museum. I guess it's called that, but there's no age limit. But it is just such a cool place. It honestly reminds me a little bit of the Museum of Science. I grew up in Boston in the New England area, and we have the Museum of Science, as it's called. There's a lot of that there where you can experience things, have fun, and guess what? You learn a couple things as well. I love Adventure. So when they asked me to talk about things with ease, they said elbow grease, and I said, well, where in the world is that? I figured it must be some new trendy bar. Turns out it's not. Elbow grease is just exactly the way we grew up in the South, or for me in New England. It means you actually get a little bit of juice in there, you do a little work. Elbow grease really is what makes things awesome. It's what a lot of people do here in the Midlands, here in Columbia. You put a little extra work in there, get that elbow going, and it actually makes success and fun. And of course, how can you forget Eau Claire High School right here in Columbia, the Shamrocks, Jermaine O'Neal. Yeah, I tell you what, the Pacers, well, we've probably seen that movie on Netflix. We know what happened there, but yeah, you know what a fantastic place. I've actually hosted events there, I've done pageants at Eau Claire. Such a great neighborhood and such a great school. All right, guys, that is all things E for Columbia, Columbiapedia. That's where you are. My name is Tyler Ryan. Don't forget, we've got a lot more letters. I mean, there's F and G and an M and a Z in there somewhere, right? Yeah, check it out. We're going to learn about our fantastic fantastic city.